Wait a minute, so Hades truly doesn't work alone? Eve, do you know who he works with? Or at least some of them? I've seen a few of them before. Like, for example, 303 earlier, I'd seen him multiple times with Hades, oftentimes right next to him, along with two others named Black and White. And for a few years into helping Hades, I met someone he called Vil R. At least, I think that was his name. I don't know. Can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen several of them. Well, can you remember what some of them even look like? One of them, I'm pretty sure it was white, was very tall, was probably an Enderman or related to one, and his skin was fully white and eyes were green. Plus, he'd also wear this green scarf like all the time. I never knew why and was never told why, but then again, from what I've heard, it is very cold in the end. I'm not exactly sure why, but then again, it does, from what I've heard, appear to look like space. So, considering how cold space can be, I can understand the scarf. Though he'd almost always be wearing iron armor. I guess he didn't have access to anything else. And then there's Black. He appeared to look like a ghast of some kind. Black skin, red eyes, though for some reason always wore these red cross earrings. I couldn't tell you why. And I'd often see him wearing gold or iron armor. And I was told that, well, White would deal with the end, while Black would deal with the nether. Though I'd occasionally see Black sometimes for some reason with this, like, scarf bandana thingy. Do you know who this Bravery is? Unfortunately, no, I don't know who she is. I have an idea on who Bravery could be, though it's a long shot, and I personally don't believe it myself. Considering I haven't seen the person in years, though their godhood could explain it, maybe, or the fact they're dead. Then who? Well, I think Bravery could be Mom, since, well, in the book, well, her eyes were somewhat orange, though were mostly green. And sometimes, for some reason, I'd see orange wings in a halo. And both would be near, if not directly on my mom. Plus, both her and Bravery's texts in the book were both orange. Though I highly doubt it, considering the fact Mom's dead. She's been dead for years. And I don't think she'd be Bravery since her name isn't Bravery, and you know that. Well, brother, you may not be wrong. After all, Mom and Bravery's texts were both orange. And Mom had a odd obsession with the color orange that we associate with bravery. And detail you may have missed, they're both the same shade of orange. Not slightly different, not slightly off, not even different shades of orange. The same orange. Same bright shade of orange that you'd see in something like a rainbow. They've read the book. I'm pushing them in the right direction. Though, that's only one of the few pieces that must be put into place. Time for puzzle piece 2. They must be pushed fully in that direction. Though, I don't know what's to come. I have an idea, since it is from my past. I guess I'll remember those days. Notice the book.
This happened years ago.
Hold on, the book's changed. What could be different about the book? The book says if the poem, if in this poem one of you should, at least one of you should be able to solve it. You have puzzle piece 1, now here's the second one. One must go to the past so long ago. What does that even mean? One must protect and watch over those in the past. Make sure the future turns out the same. Change too little, the future will change. Change too much, the future will change. Protect those that hurt you, and protect those you've harmed while fighting. For their safety, hold out bravery, though use the power through the goddess of time or candy, as you say. Who's this 2044? Hold up, that's a code. Their name isn't 2044. That's code for XD, the goddess of our world. At least this planet, even. Someone who's basically God is trying to help us. Eve, the poem. How could the poem help us? Oh. Okay, so from what I can put together, she's trying to tell us that one of us, through some method, probably through the goddess of time she brought up, needs to go back in time and protect the others. I'm not exactly sure what that could mean, but considering we're here, is probably going to be me and, well, some of the others. Probably even the other test subjects eventually. Though, since you did say one, it's definitely going to have to be just one of us. Though, it's probably going to be one of us that doesn't know what happened back then. So it's likely either going to be one of the kids, clone, or, well, you, EY. So, I have an idea, but I'm not sure if it'll work. And what is that idea? We need to summon Candy, and I have an idea on how it could work, though I'm not sure. But we'll need some fire, water, some ice, potentially sand, and netherrack. A little bit later. They're heading the right way, though. This isn't like I was told. Candy?
Yes.
As goddess of time, you know what's going to happen before it happens. Unlike myself. Correct? Is this how it's supposed to happen? And am I really pushing them in the right direction? Yes, I am supposed to intervene. You, however, will be nowhere near. You cannot be seen by them after all. Well, if you don't want to be. However, you are nowhere to be seen. So I suggest you go back to her. Okay. It's okay. As long as my magic is affecting him, I can keep an eye on him. He'll be perfectly safe the whole time. Okay, I'll go. Just keep him safe. My dear friend, you have been chosen for, well, the time-relating stuff. And yes, I'm very aware you've never seen many of your friends and even others in the past. And those you have, it's always been a picture. And yes, it is truly me, Candy, goddess of time, fire, and ice. So you're Candy, goddess of time. Yes, it is true. I am Candy, goddess of time. However, since of, well, the time stuff and all, I know you won't recognize many of them, including some of their friends who you've never seen, as, well, you've just never ran into them, or at your point in time, they're just long gone because of Hades. But you will be seeing them all, including meeting those who at your point are long dead, like Eugene, though the circumstances are complicated. But, however, honestly, me and many of the others who were involved in this, being the other gods that reign over time, besides myself, gods of the past, the gods and goddesses of the past, present, and future, we've been debating on how you're going to do this, but ended up settling with what we know. Since, well, again, rulers of time. But however, to help you, I'll be granting you some abilities to help you protect them. There'll be many abilities, ranging from teleportation to allowing things to levitate and many more. Some of which you already know through things like, through, well, the existence of potions and such. Though, I hope you the best of luck for your endeavors with this. And yes, you will figure out everything that happened to your friends. Well, at least many of it, and might even cost some of it, just to keep time on track. I wonder what all the powers will be exactly. And will I need some type of disguise? Actually, then again, I probably will, since I don't come from their time period, and I'd need to fit in. I might need to take that into my own hands.